RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all. So this morning and this week, we're going to be talking about why Facebook is going to start making it very, very difficult. Well, they already are making it very difficult to grow your business on Facebook. And yes, I do understand the irony of the fact that I am on Facebook saying this, people. And I also understand the irony of the fact that we may get ourselves banned doing this. So I just want to get this information out there to you because there's a lot going on with the Facebook algorithm that is now going to make it very, very difficult as a business on Facebook. Before, we were all protected in groups. We're no longer protected in groups. And I'm going to tell you a few things about the groups. So the Facebook algorithm for groups is now, they're going to identify and remove harmful groups, whether they are public, closed, or secret. And their idea of harmful groups and everybody else's idea of harmful groups are completely different things. In the last week, they removed a hedgehog group from Facebook. They removed a fish taking care of fish in their fish tanks group from Facebook. They've removed a couple mermaid groups where people took pictures of what they wear as the mer people groups, which bikini tops and their tails and stuff. Groups have just disappeared. This is going to happen more and more. You discuss political content, especially if you are conservative, like conservative Christian, your group will be removed. 3 have been removed this week. And yes, I know these for a fact. I know people that are involved in these. So no, I'm not saying this off the top of my head and making things up, people. Facebook so they're removing them because they find them harmful, disturbing, violating content posting group rules. And I can't even tell you what the terms of service for Facebook groups are right now, because they have literally, I checked them 2 weeks ago. The next day I got a notification from another Facebook manager person that they've changed 3 or 4 times that us Facebook strategists know of in the last 3 weeks. That's impossible for us to stay on top of. Like, even though that's my job, that is still impossible to stay on top of. Facebook is clamping down on privacy rules. They're clamping down on whatever they feel is politically correct. They're clamping down on all kinds of stuff. And not all of it makes sense. I mean, why was how to take care of a hedgehog group taken down? We don't know. Why was how to take care of a fish group taken down? We don't know. So there is a certain amount of, they have their own set of rules. They have their own agenda, which is absolutely fine. They are a business. They have the right to do whatever they want. So those of you feeling offended that Facebook is doing this, suck it up, Buttercup. It's their own business. They could do whatever they want. Just like all of us say, well, it's my own business. I could do whatever I want. I can operate however I want. Same goes for Facebook. So keep that in mind. It's been free for us to play for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And it's no longer going to be. If you want to be seen, you're going to have to pay for it, and you're going to have to pay dearly for it. Like, money is going to have to be involved. So there are also, we've been hearing that it's not good to post your websites outside of Facebook. They want to keep you on Facebook. So stop posting links to your website. The Frenchie is obnoxious this morning.
Well, the Chihuahua is in here, and if a leaf drops, he's going to bark at it.
Got it. So we've been hearing that we can't post since April, post your link to your website in Facebook groups, because that used to be protected. Even if you couldn't post it on Facebook or on your business page, you could post it in a group because it was hidden. Yeah, not anymore. That doesn't matter. And now they're using an algorithm filter called ClickBait. It's going to analyze every single website for authority. If you have ads, AdSense, or have affiliate links, if you're somebody who sells MLM, guess what? Your website has no authority according to Facebook, and you could lose your Facebook account for that. They haven't started banning Facebook accounts yet for ClickGap algorithm, but it's coming. So if your website doesn't have great backlinks, and it doesn't have, and I say great backlinks, not just crappy backlinks. Anybody can buy a backlink. If your blog has ads in it or affiliate links in it, or links out to somebody else's blog who doesn't have good authority. If you have if you used a keyword that is a flag on Facebook for any reason, guess what? You're going to get banned on Facebook. Your post may be completely removed and never seen, and you won't be notified about it. You'll be like, why isn't anybody responding to me? Because they've removed you. You know those websites with the ads and there's a lot of bloggers that do this. So beware bloggers that have the ads like in between every paragraph and AdSense down the side. Guess what? Facebook is going to start banning those. This is not good news for most small freelancers, and especially those that do lifestyle and things like that. Facebook just became the worst place for you to post. And in turn, Instagram is also going to become that.
Because Instagram is owned by Facebook. So those platforms are now dying.
They may stay up for those to communicate with their family, but that's it. Facebook is also going to, they want you to communicate with your close friends. You want to know who determines who your close friends are on Facebook?
Facebook.
Not you. So for some reason, I stopped seeing posts from my sister. I comment on my sister's stuff all the time. I like pretty much everything she posts. You want to know what I stopped seeing? My Facebook feed, my sister's posts. And I was like, why am I not seeing my sister's posts? What the heck? And I had to go looking. My brother, same thing. I'm not seeing my brother's post anymore because Facebook, for some reason, deemed them not close friends. I don't know why. I've stopped seeing some of my Facebook groups in my feed because, well, Facebook doesn't deem that as something I should be seeing in my feed. I should only be seeing close friends. But again, they decide who my close friends are. So we're also seeing a lot of those Snapchat things that end up on Facebook, Instagram, clickbait, those viral posts that are like memes and all of that. I don't see any of that in my feed anymore. I started seeing that months ago. So what can you post and where? Well, Facebook is still beneficial from everything is going to be banned, Sandra. Unfortunately. So I'm going to start answering your questions here, Sandra. So another thing Facebook is doing is they're going to make Facebook ads more difficult to do. So, and a little bit easier in some ways. So there's kind of like a mix there. Ads are going, but you're going to have to spend more to be seen more. If you post anything health related, you're a health coach, you're a weight loss coach, you're selling CBD, you're selling It Works, you're selling Plexus, all of that, guess what's going to start not being seen? Those of you that are in an MLM and posting on we've been saying this forever. Facebook is clamping down on this. If you are posting your business, even those of us that only post once in a great while better stop doing that on our personal feeds. No posting your business in your personal feed, period. You will be banned. They have proven that time and time and again. So you have to start being very strategic, very, very careful what you are posting on Facebook. Going live on Facebook. Your lives don't automatically mean that your whole feed is seen now. And you will notice that Gina and I, as soon as Be Live gives us this ability, are going to Facebook. Are leaving Facebook for our lives and are going to YouTube. Because Facebook is just making life more difficult for everybody. And I'm not going to continue to support this heavy-fistedness. And I do have an issue with it. Again, very suck it up, Buttercup. They have their own business. They can do whatever they want. Mm-hmm. So
it's their platform. Fine. They make the rules. That's fine, but we don't have to like it or stay. But like I've been saying for years not to put all your eggs in one basket as far as Facebook goes, to learn how to market, sell, and grow your business outside of Facebook. Facebook, because it was easy, made people lazy. And now, unfortunately, all of you people that only know how to write content for your Facebook page, I'm sorry, but the train has come to the station.
It just became super, super difficult. And Instagram is also becoming difficult. So keep that in mind. So Facebook is still, for now, the top place to post for growing your business. Even with everything I just said, for right now, there is no alternative. So continue to post on your business page. Do not share to your personal page. Do not post on your personal page about your business at all. Don't mention it. Don't talk about it. You have to go looking for your groups. You have to go looking for your friends now. That's a reality. It is what it is. That's what you need to do. Instagram, going the same direction. So be aware of that. I've got some cool things coming that I'm going to do. Something that I've been doing. I have been in marketing for 20 plus years, people.
We're doing it.
And Gina and I had a very long conversation this weekend. I actually talked to my mentor, and my mentor has been in business for 50 something years, I think he said.
Longer than I've been alive.
Double longer than I've been alive. So, I mean, long time. I think it was 56 years or something like that. I try to remember what the number he said. You can post about other business on your business pages, but make sure that business is also following all Facebook rules, content. Don't post to other people's blogs unless you're positive of them. You need to start being super, super careful, unfortunately. And even like posting from social media today, I'm looking at that going, I'm guessing they're not going to hit the issues, but man, now I've got to double think everything I post. So be very aware of that. Be very, very aware of that. Now, if you have big ad spend on Facebook, most of this doesn't apply to you because Facebook you're paying to play. And when I say big ad spend, $500 plus a month ad spend, people. Let that sink in. Small businesses, most small businesses cannot afford to do that.
No, they can't.
So there's one alternative I'm going to give you, and it's something that Gina and I will be releasing a little later this week. I'm not fully ready to release it right now. My team is starting to use it this week. I've been doing this a long time. And I talked to my mentor who's been doing this a mega long time. And we're restructuring our business. We have to. There are things that we can no longer do because the age of Facebook and Instagram being the main drivers of traffic to your business is gone. It's already gone, but I'm still, unfortunately, Facebook is still your best place to post things. And we will continue to post things on Facebook, and we will continue to do things on Facebook until it completely dies, because it is still where a lot of our ideal customers are. But it's not going to last. And the writing on the wall is now, not You have to start moving now and coming up with alternatives now. I'm going to give you some alternatives. One, Pinterest. Hello, people. Those of you not dedicated to Pinterest are losing all kinds of, you're leaving traffic out there for somebody else to grab. Period. Saying that again. Pinterest, you're leaving traffic out there for somebody else to get. It's not that you're just leaving traffic out there out in the netherworld where nobody's going to get it. You're leaving traffic for somebody else to get. On Facebook, I would definitely keep up your no more posting schedule. Make sure that you're not posting outside links to anything, period. Just don't do it because you can't guarantee anything safe. Just don't do it. It's not worth the risk. Put your website in your profile and leave it at that. When you're pitching on a group and saying, oh, I could do that, post, point back to your Facebook page. Don't point anywhere else. Don't do a sales and point to your freebie. I'm sorry, everybody. Groups, everything concerned, period. Don't do it. You are putting yourself at risk. You're also putting the group you're posting in at risk. So think about that. You're not only putting your livelihood at risk, you're putting somebody else's at risk by posting things in a group right now as well. That's scary. There's a reason why you've seen a lot of these bigger groups go to post approval. And you can't just automatically post and have your post seen anymore. Because they have to protect their own businesses. Gina and I have a couple Facebook groups. One is tied to our Pixie Kit and one is our Be Boss Girl Facebook group. I'm going to tell you right now, as of next week, I'm not going to continue posting much of anything in there. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my effort. It's not worth the risk. We purposely have kept our group very small. The point was never to have a massive group like the Women Helping Women group or Gold Digger Society group, any of that. But we are now going to abandon it because it's not safe. And what's the point? If I can't post what I want in there, what's the point of it? I mean, there isn't a point. So we have to be very, very careful and very aware of these things. So Pinterest, go post on Pinterest, everybody. LinkedIn is changing how some of their algorithm works, but everything I've read about what's coming from LinkedIn is awesome. Twitter, completely safe. Last week, somebody had asked, and I don't remember it may have been Sandra, what about using Snapchat and TikTok? Snapchat, everything only lasts for about 24 hours. So if that's beneficial to your business and your ideal clients are there, go for it. My ideal clients do not use Snapchat. Most of them don't even know what it is. So does not make sense. Well, I say that, but I guess a lot of our clients really are on Snapchat. I've never gotten into Snapchat. I just thought it was dumb. I guess that's a personal thing. I'm older than most of my ideal clients, so I guess that's me. But TikTok, that also could be a very good thing. If your ideal clients are there, nothing wrong with that. But we have to find better ways and more ways to communicate. And I will tell you that we at Be Boss Girl are going to give everyone a place to do that in a way you're going to understand. Because there's an old way, a way that we all... Okay, I feel old saying this. The way that we all did it for marketing and things that we did to gain business online for years before Facebook even existed. Yes, I feel old. And I have the tech skills to do so. So my team is testing out this week, and then I'm going to release it to you all because we need an alternative way. We need a real community that isn't going to be censored. We need a real place to connect and support one another without rules and regulations that have a political bent to it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Facebook has them.
Yeah, and it's because of the 2020 election is coming. So, and we are feeling all of the effects of that. And this is mine and Danielle's political stances behind. We tend to stay politically neutral around here, but it is no secret that Mark Zuckerberg is very, very, very far left. Like very far left. It is no secret. So this is all happening now because of the election that's coming. The Obama administration proved the power of social media for an election, and then President Trump took it further. So there are going to be millions upon millions of dollars in advertising dollars for the political elections. A friend of mine was actually telling me that they're taking 70% of their budgets and pouring it into social media and ads like that. That's all getting poured into Facebook. So from now until November of 2020, everything is going to be on Facebook, any other social media, but especially Facebook is going to be very politically motivated. And because of that, unfortunately, it's pushing the little guy out because one, we don't have the money to compete, but also that's just the way it seems to work around here. So we need a space where freedom of speech is not being snatched away, basically, because that's essentially what's happening. You know, Facebook is definitely making it harder and harder and harder to exercise your First Amendment right. And whatever side of the board you're on, you can't disagree there. I mean, look at what it's doing to you to be able to promote your business. So I'm not trying to get politically charged here. I'm trying to tell you to think.
Yeah. And we have to be careful. I mean, again, I've said, and this is probably the only time you'll hear me talk about my political stance. I'm very conservative in my political stance. But I don't care. It doesn't have anything. Well, it shouldn't tie to the livelihood of my business.
Leaf fell.
And unfortunately, Facebook is going to make it. And I don't want my business to be political. That has no place in what I do.
Politics has no place unless your company is around politics, like you're a political commentator, you like it's like some sort of foundation, something like that. Fine, but beyond that,
yeah, so we don't talk about politics purposely, but it's going to affect everything we do as we get closer to this election. 70% of their income, their budget is going to be spent on social media. I want to avoid that. And
I may have my friend who is an actual political commentator, and he was telling me about it in the background. I may ask him if he would like to come join us one day and explain it to you guys.
It is really important to know and have your thumb on the pulse of what's going on with that, because it does affect our businesses, and who you vote for also does. So keep that in mind when you are looking to vote. Make sure you're keeping your business in mind and not just the political issues that the media says that we should be paying attention to. Because you do need to keep those in mind. Because worst comes to worst, we put somebody in, I mean, I'm talking mega tinfoil hat things, people. And I am bringing this up for a reason. You vote for somebody who is has a bent of, what is that show on Hulu? Handmaid's Tale?
Handmaid's Tale. But remember, it's the conservatives are trying to put us Handmaid's Tale.
So, that's your worst case scenario. As a woman, you have no rights. But who you vote for can change that or push that into being. So make sure that you're paying attention to the political landscape as a business owner, not just for emotional reasons or other things that a person stands on. You have to pay attention as a business.
Politics does affect your company, so you must pay attention. Taxes affect your business. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that go into affecting your business. And remember, we do live in a capitalist nation, but that could very easily go away.
And I have friends that live in socialist countries and female friends that live in socialist countries, and they had businesses before they were a socialist country, and then they didn't. So we need to be careful about make sure we understand what all of that means.
Just understand, we're not trying to sway you one way or
Absolutely
the other.
Not.
We're not trying to go on any sort of political rant. None of
Just
those
pay attention.
It's telling you to please be smart. Please pay attention. Look, the election is like the race for 2020 has barely kicked off, and look at how it's already affecting your businesses. But this was going to happen. I just want to make this point. Like the election has pushed up the timeline, but this was going to happen regardless. It was happening anyway.
I knew from dev calls with Facebook and all of that was going to happen. Like we've known this was coming for a year and a half. It's just happening a little faster than even we all thought it would.
Yeah, it's just the election is because they are pouring 70% of their campaign budgets. That is hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, and when their campaign budgets are $500 million, that gives you
70% of that gives you, so like that, it just pushed this timeline up. So we're not saying, oh, the government did it. No, that's not what we're saying. This was going to happen regardless. It's just the timing of it all just happened to shove the timeline up. That is all.
So you have to be very careful that you're paying attention to every aspect of this. Just pay attention. So we also want to make sure that we're giving everybody a safe place to be and a place that you can continue to grow your business. And we're going to have to build those places because they're not going to remain on Facebook. They're not going to remain on Instagram. And Gina, you will see Gina and I making some changes to follow what's coming because we need to. You have to slim your businesses down. You have to spend in a more strategic fashion. You have to not invest in platforms that aren't investing back in you and have no investment and a return on your investment. And unfortunately, Facebook is becoming that. It is still your best place right now, but that the timeline of that not being true any longer is coming. So I'm going to be talking about the rest of the week. I'm going to be giving you ways and tips and tricks of how to overcome all of this with Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp. I just remember that Facebook owns Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, and the WhatsApp has had some great business groups started over there and stuff, and now those are going to be starting to be curbed as well. So keep that in mind. Good morning, Faith Ann. Hope you're having an amazing Monday morning so far. So make sure that you're really paying attention and watching, and watching those of us that have our thumb on the dev teams from Facebook and Instagram, and start reading social media today and all of that. I'm bringing you all of that news here, but make sure you're paying attention because it's really, really going to affect your businesses. And it's going to get difficult.
This is the time when the women are separated from the girls, you guys.
It's going to get harder. It's going to get much, much harder to run your businesses online and to gain new clients online. So this is going to sound twisted, ladies. I love this. I'm very excited for these changes to happen.
I'm excited for the changes too. Like, I know that sounds sick, but I'm excited for this. I have been waiting for this day. I have been waiting for it because, well, to be honest, I mean, this is one of those moments where it's very vindicating for me. Let's just put it that way. I told y'all so. That's all I've got to say. I'm enjoying it.
And Facebook has always been difficult to get a foothold in. There are other easier ways to do it. And it always drove me nuts because I know them and I know them well and nobody wanted to use them. Well,
nobody wanted to use them and nobody was there. But now.
And now I'm excited.
There's no choice. Like, now it's actually and this is where you also need to. We do need to wrap up, but I just want to say this is also now the time to pay attention to who it is that you follow and worship online, because those people that are, telling you it's so easy, you just write a post and you'll make $1 million. Like, don't listen to them anymore.
Don't share their posts either.
Don't share their posts either because they're about to get banned from Facebook. So be
very, 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 very careful what you're sharing.
Facebook is sending out surveys asking if those kind of people are scammers. So they're already on the radar.
Yep.
Are you picking up what we're putting down?
So be careful, ladies. And I am excited. My little geek heart has been so excited all weekend to dive in and be building something.
My little corporate heart has been just pleased. So pleased. But you guys have a great Monday. Danielle and I have a lot to do this morning and a lot to discuss. And we will see you all tomorrow morning.
Yes. Remember to rise, become, and be today. Remember to be blessed and share that with everybody else, but be careful where you're sharing it from. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.